In case we haven't met, I'm Cindy Luongo Cassidy. Leah Jenkins and I will be doing an overview for you of Texas projects. There are other projects that are more detailed information will be coming to you as the day goes on, but we wanted you to be aware of these projects because they are projects that can support you in your advocacy. Don't worry about taking notes during this, because our last slide is a QR code that you can go to and have a document with all of the things that we said. With that, I'll go to Leah.
Good morning, you guys. Ooh, that's loud. All right. So as we are all working together, we have been partnering with conservation-minded companies and advocates for over 30 years. However, about 6 months ago, Philip, Saul, and I launched our official partnership program, and we now have 12 partners, and they consist of local dark sky advocacies, conservation and education-minded organizations, businesses, and astro groups. And what we ask of them and what we expect from them is that they put our dark sky logo, our dark sky mission on their websites, and in return what we're going to do is we're going to put their logo and their mission statement and a little bit about them on our website. We will also help teach them how to speak at dark sky education events, and then if they don't have someone they want to learn how to speak, we will offer a speaker, and that's sometimes you guys and our volunteers. And then we partner with their social medias. So we help share their information, they help share our information, and it's a collaborative effort. And so when we have these discussions, it's all about relationship building, it's all about like-minded and our principles of better lights for better nights. Okay, and then events. So we are trying to boost our statewide calendar with these events all over our giant state of Texas. What we're asking is, like for example, Lampasas is doing a star party tonight, and I found out a little bit too late. They do have our Go Box, but what we'd love to do in the future is have them have you guys, anytime they're doing any kind of dark sky lighting event, star party event, you can email our contact at darkskytexas.org and provide all the details, event, date, time, the who, what, when, where, images, and we will post it on our calendar here. And then if you are, sorry, my child is trying to FaceTime me right now. I told her my event was starting and now she's calling me. And then if you are a dark sky volunteer already, we actually in our 101 onboarding, she's doing it again. We have a 101 document where you have an intake form. So yours being that you're a partner with us, you have a little bit different process to post your events. And there's a link and a password, a quick little intake, and you can add your events here. The goal is, because we have astrotourism on the rise and education on the rise, we want one location for all statewide events. So we're going to ask your help for that. And then our newsletter. And so we did our newsletter in December. If you are not currently getting those, please visit our darkskytexas.org. Join us. This is a great area where you can find out more information, and we've got a little video for you to watch.
There's no sound.
Oh, there's no sound to it.
This is the December video. The December newsletter. Notice it's talking about this meeting right here.
Yes.
And how you can connect with it. Go ahead.
And stay in the information, stay in the know, have the resources to help share this information with your locals, all the happenings, visit our blogs. Okay, so I love our blogs. If I do say myself, they're fabulous. This is another great educational resource for you to share, especially on your social medias. If you have any ideas that you would like us to blog on, then you can email the topic at contact@darkskytexas.org. And again, a quick and simple, easy way to share the information.
All right, I think I'm up next, but I'm going to touch a little bit more on that social media, and we're going to give you a sample of one of our posts here. And this one we do need to run back the mic back to the, because we have sound on it.
In the heart of Texas, our night sky.
Let me stop it a second. I want to say to thank Grant Pittman over here for helping us put this together.
In the heart of Texas, our night skies have always been a breathtaking canvas of stars, but today they're under threat. DarkSky Texas is a dedicated group of volunteers who work tirelessly to protect and restore this natural wonder. By engaging citizens and public officials, DarkSky Texas is on a mission to keep our rural night skies naturally dark and full of stars. Through education and advocacy, they're helping Texans rethink outdoor lighting, ensuring that our cities and towns reduce light pollution one light at a time.
Thank you again, Grant. And we have listed on the slide, and you will get in the notes, some of our handles for the social media. Our next thing we wanted to touch base on quickly is about our online resources. And this is a picture of our website, obviously. If you go to the programs tab, which is kind of muted out on this, you get this whole list of resources for you. So be sure to visit not only the ones that we talk about this morning, but all of the others too, especially the ones that's just called resources. You'll be glad you did. In addition to this list under the programs tab, I want you to go over to the About tab, and it shares our mission. We also have a lot of explanation under it because it has documented reasons for why you would protect the night sky. So great resource for you there. Our online learning, which is again one of those resources on that big tab, offers 2 tracks. One is focused on the 4th grade level. These match the Texas TEKS and the National Science Standards. So you've got the curriculum written all the way out. You've got all the handouts and exercises, but you also have videos with, my granddaughter, teaching the lessons. She did this for her Girl Scout Gold Award, and the online learning has won awards. The other thing is that the other track, so level 2, is aimed more at about 6th or 7th grade on through adults. So online learning, great thing to encourage people in your community to use, be it teachers, homeschoolers, or various organizations. We have our blogs, which, let's see, am I supposed to be doing this? Or? Yep, you get to do that. We're switching back and forth. All right.
So as I covered some of the blogs earlier, this is again another great resource that you can instantly share out. We post these on our socials, they're on our website, and it has a constant topic that is near and dear our hearts. And again, talking about what we're doing and why we're doing it and spreading the information is what's going to help more and more lights start to change. And so getting started on the 5 principles, you can actually access even some of our older blogs. So every blog we've ever written is still on the website. For example, if something is going on in like my little town and it's a huge subject of conversation, I'm going to go through the blogs and I'm going to dig out that content and I'm going to start sharing it on our socials. And it drives immediate conversations and more advocacy through our residents. This is my favorite one, to be honest, the Be a Star Award. So many years ago when I was working with our local town and city, and I'm a native Texan, and stars have always been a big deal of mine. This Be a Star Award, before I ever even became a volunteer, I went through the application. I was like, and I'm running around my house, I'm changing lights. My husband thinks I'm crazy. He's like, it's gonna be dark. And I'm like, it's not gonna be dark. I promise you, it's gonna enhance our visibility. And I have this big giant metal sign that I made my husband drill into our fence in our backyard. And then I have the window cling displayed proudly on my front door. And so anybody delivering our package or coming in and out will see that. And then we now have this new Be a Star Award electronic emblem right here up at top. So I'm going to put it in my Google email signature. So you can go to our website and you can download that and you can start sharing that electronically. So if you've not yet
won the award.
If you've won the award, and that's what I was going to say. If you have not yet gone to Be a Star and done the application, please do that. And I know a lot of our local chapters also have their own awards, but it's based off of this. This is where it started. And again, it's another huge way to advocate that your home, it's easy to shield your lights, change it, and now display the award. All right, so this one's fun, our speaker bureau. So DarkSky keeps the audience engaged, or we attempt to be. Have you had enough coffee this morning? But this...
They didn't know we were comedy yet.
I know. This is a group of about 100 master gardeners, and so they are seeing for the first time the light fragments through our glasses here. And what we're trying to do is help educate our volunteers who have the talent to speak, like Cindy suckered me up here to do this. So if you have the talent to gab, we need you, and we will help put you through the speaker bureau so that you can help go and speak. I have been asked to speak without even knowing Cindy ahead of time, with certain different little areas here and there, but now I've gone through the official training and have the actual information that we need to provide the true information on the 5 principles of dark sky.
Our next topic that we want to make sure you are aware of is that online we have a light shield calculator. Now, this was originally designed for communities and other international dark sky places that have regulations about light trespass that say, okay, we don't want to see the source of the light from another property. It's like, well, how much of a shield do I need? It's just a little math. But you don't necessarily have to do the math because we have the calculator right there online. There are a few little pieces of information you have to put in, like the longest side of that light source, how you're going to mount the light, how far it is from either the property line or whatever place you are trying to make sure you don't have light trespass to, because the property line, especially in Texas or this area where we have so many hills, doesn't mean a lot, because it could be lighting up the next hill, but the property line's down in the valley. So using a property line is not recommended necessarily, certainly not in the ordinance. At any rate, this shield calculator can be useful for other people too, so we decided to put it online because we had a lot of requests for it. Our next topic is, wow, probably our longest for this one. It's like, how does DarkSky Texas support all of our international dark sky parks? Okay, we didn't write it all out on the form, on the slide. IDSPs, International Dark Sky Parks. If you aren't into that little abbreviation there, you know it now. Of course, most of you here would be familiar with that program. You may be in a place that's working to get that designation, but of course, Fredericksburg has it. Dripping Springs was the first community in Texas. And on our website, under that whole list of programs, is Texas Dark Sky Places, and we list 24 of the 25. I'm waiting for information from the newest one to add that to the list. So things that we do for them. We have a first Wednesday coaching session every month where people who are working on it or thinking about it can come and talk to people who have actually done it. We provide assistance in setup and recording of sky quality meters. And you'll see later where we have a dashboard that information can be recorded. We help write nomination letters for these groups. We help gather support letters for the applicants. We volunteer and to create and work on their inventories for it. We have for years had a Texas model lighting ordinance. We of course also tell people now to look at the one from DarkSky International that they have on their website. We wrote the original lighting management plan that the first two, working with the state parks, that the first two state parks in Texas used, and then others have used that as a model to include in their applications. And we have annual reporting support. You've got to do those annual reports. I have to admit, a couple of times, two of our Texas places have not turned theirs in on time, and we've been called to assist them. So we do a lot for them. I mentioned the sky quality meter. This is a picture of one of the sections of that part of the website. Notice that there's a huge cluster in Central Texas. We as DarkSky Texas started out doing a pilot program jointly with Hays County Friends of the Night Sky. Put together the directions, here's the configuration, here's how to do it. We got discounts on, that anybody could use in the state on buying the equipment. We then had so many people, before we could finish the pilot, had so many people say, yes, we want to do it, that our people, and we kind of recruited one of the Hays County members who's a master naturalist there, we have to shout out to them, and yes, I have on I'm a master naturalist too. So our gentleman in Hays County, you'll hear of us say, go to Gino, talk to Gino. Gino Biamente went to Blanco and helped teach them how to install their first one, how to set it up, how to get going. And they've done a great job in that county also. In fact, Wayne Gosnell, who does great job writing news articles for them, wrote an article about how they have seen a reduction using their sky quality meters and the ordinance that they put in place. They are seeing a reduction in light pollution in that area. Better skies.
All right. Did you know that DarkSky Texas has a merchandise store? Get your t-shirts. But please, yes, we actually want to thank Andy McClure for all of the work that they've done on creating this merchandise store online. If you did not see the social media posts about Valentine's Day and some other items, we just want to make sure that you've seen our stickers. We've got some new collateral over here on the Be a Star or the table over here. But please go and check out the merchandise, the t-shirts, the stickers. We have all kinds of fun stuff.
The hats.
And the hats.
The little doggy neck, scarves. Everything.
Yes, yes. Lots of new fun stuff. Okay, and if you need help, we are here to help you. We love that you're here. We want to make sure you know where to find the help. We've got the email address right here at contact@DarkSky. This is for most inquiries. If you are an actual volunteer, then, which most of you, I think, because you're here, you are. On the state level, help@darkskytexas.org. Again, all of the information is on the website, and we want to make sure that you know exactly where to go to get it and that we are connecting you with those that need help.
Okay, volunteering with DarkSky Texas. We actually have a new volunteer process. When you click on Join Us, again, I keep sending you back to that top menu. Our website has so many things that are helpful. When you click on Join Us, you scroll down to that first block. There's several blocks in there. The first one lets you say, hey, I want to get involved. Click on that button. It will give you a volunteer form to fill out. That will trigger us to send you an email that says what day and time. Here's the options. What day and time do you want to meet with us? And we'll usually have 2 of us meet with you, talk about what you're interested in helping with your skills, and work on finding a good place for you. There we go. All right. So as we welcome volunteers, we have this, what we call our onboarding 101. So it's not only that one-to-one contact, but we have information, that you can drill down and find out all sorts of things about the organization. Probably some things that you may not necessarily want to get into, like the bylaws. But we are upfront about everything and have it there. You can go in there. It also has links of how to really, get involved, how to get some business cards, how to get your name tag, how to get all these things. And we do outreach. We do so much outreach. We worked with partners and members who were experienced professionals on outreach to put together a document called Best Practices. And Frank will talk about that in detail later this afternoon. But we've also developed supplies. So we have those best practices we can share with our partners. We have supplies for outreach. If you want to be able to set up, a DarkSky type table, then we do ask for a donation that would cover the cost of it. But let's see, I was going to say, we have a bin that all of that fits in, easy to store and then pull out at an event, character event, pull out and do it. There we go. I think yesterday I got to all of our outreach coordinators and resupplied you. If I missed somebody, let me know during one of our breaks. We have something called a light demo box. So we have new boxes, and I'm going to thank the Hoffmans. We worked a good while figuring out how to do this and all the parts we would need, and the Hoffmans built them for us. We've got, what do you think, a good light and a bad light. And we have a way to plug it in. But we also have switches. Here, you need to hold that and you use the microphone. And I'll use the microphone. We also have switches so that we can set it up in a public display, perhaps in a library or a city hall or a conservation area in a community that has a welcome center type of thing. You can set it up. We're going to put our logo right under the switches. But we literally have had these a few days. We have not decided on exactly what wording we're going to put underneath the lights. What instructions should we give people to switch these on and look at, question what's there? Okay, and at the beginning, we promised that you would be able to not take notes. If you'd like, you can use this QR code, and it will take you to a document, a PDF, with the things that we told you about today.
The demo is to show bad lighting versus good lighting.
Right.
So I have one of the olders that's mounted to a piece of giant plywood. And when I do our dark skies, what we do is I have 6,500 Kelvin, I have 32 Kelvin, and then I have an 1800 Kelvin. And we sometimes will even change out the light bulbs, and we plug it in, and it's again, visualization as they walk up and that light is straight in their face versus the light that is shielded. And then my daughter made this little flower bouquet with buttons and butterflies, and I stick that under the light, And under the unshielded light, you cannot see the coloring on the butterflies because you can't see anything but the light. And then I move it over to the light that's shielded, and you see the colors of the butterflies. And they're little just buttons and butterflies. And so it's a great visualization of why you need to shield your light.
So they can turn on or off the lights themselves, and we will give them some instructions under here. What should those instructions say? So make suggestions.
That's what we need your help with. I love it. Me too.
Yeah, so we plan to have them, like rotate through libraries in the area, that type of thing. Okay, thank you.